If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me?
I feel like it has been a bit since we've all been in the same, like, this on the same video feed. Like, I don't think I've seen you in like 2 weeks, Lucas. Maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's been 3 weeks since I've been on. I know one weekend just me and you were supposed to record, but I tried to sign on, kind of the same issue I had tonight. I tried to sign on to Skype 3 different times and my laptop just kept shutting off, so finally I just gave up. And then last week I had a test and some papers and stuff like that I had to do, so I didn't have time, but
Yeah, I don't blame you giving up on that one time because it was like Saturday morning, and I definitely did not get enough sleep that morning because I was like, uh-oh, this is not going to be good.
What were you doing?
What?
What were you doing Friday night?
No, stop making that gesture, Lucas. I went to see Captain Marvel at like 10:30 with Greg and Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do things. Not that, Lucas. Stop it.
Captain Marvel was good.
It was not my favorite.
I'm just a girl. Sorry.
Yeah, that felt a little out of place.
I still haven't seen it, so I can't say anything.
I could care less
You would
about
not
it,
like-
but I went to go see Shazam, and I really like Shazam.
I think I'm
Dazzle.
gonna try to watch Shazam or the real Captain Marvel this weekend.
That's true. He is the real Captain Marvel, and so I explained it to Samantha, and it kind of blew her mind a little bit, but she understood it and followed, and I was super proud of her because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go super nerd mode right here and explain how this works.
It's amazing she stayed with you after that.
Yeah, I know. But anyway,
Hold on.
wait, what?
I'm a
the
little
right-
confused why it was confusing. He is Captain Marvel
Yeah,
before he was the original Captain Marvel.
yeah, but like then him changing his name to Shazam in like 2011 in the new 50, like in DC Comics New 52.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
That was like I kind of went like full history person, like nerd history, not really actual history that matters.
Deep dive into it.
Yeah, yeah. Before we go any further though, we should probably do an intro.
Oh, yeah.
So welcome back to Better Than Static. I'm your host as usual, Tyler, and with me I have my 2 best friends, finally back on the same video stream like we were talking about earlier. My buddy Lucas
Hey.
and my buddy Chris.
Dab on them.
Okay, Chris is New Chris is super gangster. If you haven't picked up on that, because I think the last 2 episodes, Chris has done something like, kind of like hood, like tough stuff. You know what I mean? Like said like tough phrases. I don't know. Go back and like listen to the backlog if you don't believe me. But, yeah, Chris, you had a topic, right?
Yeah, I did. So, I don't remember how I found it. I think I saw like a viral tweet, like Tuesday, I guess, Monday or Tuesday. And I went and read the article that was linked in like a reply and read about it. And I thought, this is just about depraved enough for me to wax on political for like 10 minutes because it's just disgusting.
No, yeah, here's the thing. The title of it just sounds gross.
It is gross.
Well, like the first 2 words, it's just that sets the tone for it. It's the first 2 words, everyone, are incest prank. Now, in our area, that's not funny.
I don't think it's funny anyway.
No, yeah,
I
but
don't think it's funny anywhere.
But our area gets like made fun of it the most, pretty much. Well, no, now with like the Roll Tide
Alabama.
stuff, Alabama has. But that's like the new meme wave kind of thing. It's took it to Alabama, thank goodness.
I'm asleep, sorry.
But like the whole title of this article Chris sends us, that like he's like, hey, we could talk about this. Dang it, it's loading. Frick. Incest.
I've already got it.
Oh, you did? Oh, I got it now.
I preloaded it before the podcast because I'm cool like that.
I'm so proud of you. I'm glad that you care.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So it's incest prank at high school pep rally goes viral. prompts apology from school principal. So not only is it see, like if it was just a prank by itself, uh, constructed by one singular person with just a dude, no authority given to him by the school district or of any authority whatsoever, it would have been like, oh, this guy's a loser. Like that's not. It's wow.
Well, unless it was a
lame-o.
funny prank. Like if it was a funny prank, like a tasteful
I'm-
prank, but not
How
like.
are you gonna make a tasteful incest
Well,
prank,
no,
Tyler?
you didn't
Well,
say incest prank. You said just prank. So I'm like, oh, if it's just some
Well,
guy, like,
I was prefacing it under the assumption that we were still talking about a prank related to incest. But,
oh,
okay.
gotcha, okay.
So that would have been. I mean, it would have been just like this guy's a loser and moving on. This is a administrator of a high school.
That
I guess we probably
has-
need to explain what the prank.
What?
What just happened?
What do you mean?
A weird noise just happened, and I don't know what it was.
Are you at home
Sorry.
alone?
No, I'm not. No, maybe not now. I'm kidding.
Marco.
Red Robin. Yeah. So basically, what happened was, let me see if I can pull this.
Well, here I have
scroll
it.
through here.
Blindfolded athletes were tricked. So blindfolded athletes, they took like kids from class, blindfolded them, and tricked them into kissing their own parents at a pep rally. And I assume they're kissing, like making out with people, like their parents in front of everyone.
See, there's video of it, and I refuse
I don't
to
want
watch
to.
it.
I don't
I
want to see that.
I straight up refuse to watch it.
No, well, here's
I don't want to see that.
first off, who like
The principal.
Yeah, I mean, no. Like, who wants to see? Who took that video? And was like, I want to see this. I want to see this later. You know what I mean?
Probably like the dean of math. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
Well-
the dude that's like, I'm not happy with my job, therefore I'm going for the principal job now. He's like, this is
Yeah.
good dirt.
I mean, first off, why does anybody think that's a good idea? And second, how in the world do you get the parents
To agree to that.
agree to do this?
Yeah, because the parents weren't blindfolded. The parents knew.
Yeah.
Like, what the frick? Okay,
Haha.
there's.
I'm
okay.
gonna make out with my son. Haha.
It looks like there's 4 sets, like, or not 4, yeah, 4 sets of parent-adult things. So like 4 students, 4 parents.
Yeah.
How'd you find 4 parents who are like, yeah, I'll make out with my kid in front of everybody. It'll be hilarious. No, I would hope my parent, like my mom, your guys' mom, would also be like, no, you know, like,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's a very easy, like, no. Bring up the phone, I don't know, school board or cops or
well,
whoever you call at that point.
yeah, no. Here's how that conversation would go at my house. At my house, my mom picked up, call from principal. Hey, I want you to make out with your son at a pep rally. It'll be hilarious. She'll go, no, you sicko. Goodbye. Then picks up, calls
I'm
police.
taking my kid out of school, dog. Like,
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
move schools at that point.
Transfer.
Abort.
I'd go
abort.
to Corbin over that.
Yeah, oh yeah, we hate Corbin, but like, well,
I would go to Corbin if that happened in South.
yeah,
You would-
no, I think I would leave count. I would. Okay, so if it came out, principal, that school didn't get fired, I'm leaving the whole
No,
county.
I don't
I'm
think
leaving
he-
the whole county.
To be fair, this is a 8 or 9-year-old article.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know how it didn't get that much play then, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But I was like, yeah. So I think the worst part about it for me is oh my god. So it says they were told they would be kissed by a special someone, not knowing it would be the parent. Oh yeah, this is the worst. The video shows one woman presumed to be the mother of the blindfolded boy with whom she's locking lips, grabbing her son's hand and placing it in the back pocket of her jeans.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing: if you're a kid and you take off that blindfold and that's your mom, you kill yourself.
I would have. Wow. Wow.
I wasn't going to say that. I was
Wow.
going to fight whoever asked me to do it.
I probably would have thrown up.
Or whoever said, like, we did this, like, this is a prank. I'm
Ah,
straight up just
gotcha.
tackling and, like,
Well, no, like here's the thing:
beating the crap out.
I probably shouldn't have said what I said, but I said it. But like I'll
Yeah, I shouldn't have.
like you're forever
That's right.
unclean. You made out with your mom, like you know what I mean, and your mom put your hand on her butt. Like, I just feel like there's
I'll-
no coming back from that. Do I disown my parents and go sign up for like foster care?
You can't disown your parents.
I could. I feel like if you took that article or not like an article, but that video to a judge and be like, "Hey, this is my mom. My mom did this." He will be like, "All right, child services. We need to move this child." You know what I mean?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, man. Like,
Yeah,
Another
the
student-
other day.
yeah. Oh,
Holy
the other day.
Well, the other day, whenever I was reading the article, whenever
Oh.
you sent it to me, I remember they like I don't know asked one of them questions
Oh
about,
yeah, yeah.
and he described it as like as the person not knowing it was his mom having luscious lips.
Yep, I was looking at that. I was getting ready to say that.
At that point, do you just drink bleach?
No, I mean I don't know.
Well, yeah,
what you
okay,
do.
okay,
I
okay.
would-
I don't know how
one,
you- I
for
don't know.
one, it's incest. Two, it's
Yeah,
pedophilia.
no,
It's pedophilia.
Well, I mean they were high school seniors. They could have been 18.
I was not 18 as a high school senior. I didn't turn 18
I
until
said-
after I graduated. After
I
I
said they
graduated.
could have been.
Yeah, but if it's
You
not,
might not have been 17, or you might have been 17. I was like 19 whenever I graduated.
well, I can't help you're 76 years old, Lucas.
I mean, it's what it is.
Tyler's so mad.
Well, like I just don't understand.
Well, also it says he was flooded with outside complaints. The principal, whatever, I can't pronounce his name, said that he received no objections from the athletes or parents. In fact, he has gotten some positive feedback.
Well,
What?
At what point? So I get the parents didn't object because they weren't like
Clearly,
obviously-
they didn't object.
Yeah, but like he didn't give the full like he didn't say you're gonna be blindfolded, you're gonna make out with your mom. Like they didn't have all the information
Well, I
to like say
assumed he
no.
meant like post event.
Well, at that point you're like, well, I'm just gonna go sign up for foster care now, so it doesn't really matter what I think.
And so like, I think people need to have more of a sense of humor. Dude. That's
No.
not how that.
Yeah, this is a
That's
quote
not
from
what that
him. This is
means.
a direct quote from the principal. He said, "I feel like more people need to have a sense of humor about such pranks."
That's no. That's like not. That's not even remotely.
Yeah. I mean, there's like,
It's like,
I can't even make jokes about it. It's that bad.
I don't even understand. Like, even like for me personally, like if I was senior, and the principal or whoever comes up to me and was like, "Hey, at this prep rally, we're going to blindfold you, and somebody special is going to make out with you in front of the entire school." I'm shooting that down immediately.
Yeah, first off, like
no matter what.
I'm not.
it could
a
be
big-
like it could be one of those pranks where like you're doing like sit ups and then somebody pulls their pants down in front of you. You have to like sit up into their
yeah, the atomic setup.
sit-up.
yeah.
Or have you seen the video where they I know Chris has seen this video, but like where you tell your friend, "Hey, I need your help doing a backflip," and like you hold one person's shoulders and you like lock the legs around the other dude's like head and like you pull him in with your legs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay.
No, Chris, I sent you this video on Instagram. The one where like so the middle guy is suspended by the two friends.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
This
It
sounds
basically ends with the person in the back getting their face repeatedly
pushed
mashed into the middle guy's butt.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I made it sound like way worse, but like that's all it is. Like, but I mean, also that's kind of bad. Like, I just don't know how I feel about being blindfolded. I don't like being in a crowd of people, like not blindfolded. With a blindfold, I think I'm more of a no. Like I'm more of a hey, tag out. No, pick someone else. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
How's this principal come back from this? Like I get like it's 8 or 9 years old, but also 8 or 9 years like that's 2010.
Oh, yeah, 8. So it's 2011.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, it was 8 years ago. Okay, yeah. So 2011. Like, I still don't think I don't know. I feel like this should have got more publicity. Like, had more of a riot. I don't know. Like, I guess the area this was from was in Minnesota. I don't know if that's okay up there. Like everybody's fine
gonna-
with that?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say probably not.
I don't know. I'm just not. I
Well-
don't know.
I think what's worse is like he didn't really apologize.
Yeah, it was like a hey, I'm sorry, but I'm not really because
I'm
you all
sorry
need to be better.
yeah. He says he understands this event offended people, and Pet Fest should have nothing that offends people.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry you got offended.
It's not, hey, I'm sorry I did what I did. This is okay, if you want to know what I'm going to relate this to, this is a very Michael Scott plan and a very Michael Scott apology.
It kind of does seem like a episode of The Office, doesn't it?
Yeah, I feel like Michael Scott would have done this at like a Dundee's award. Be like, all right, I need 4 of you guys to blindfold. And he like has their parents in it, like, you know what I mean? Like, and they do it in Applebee's. Like, I feel like that's an Office episode.
It's actually not a bad play. That's not a bad call right there.
Yeah,
But,
I could write a sitcom. It'd be great.
And then he said that the video only showed a tiny part of what was a 30-minute event, and I'm thinking, how is me watching that for 30 minutes going to provide ample context for that? It could be a 4-hour video, and there's no way that fits in context, and it's not weird.
It could. Okay, so here's the thing. It could have been a 4-hour assembly, and the whole kissing thing with the mom could have lasted 4 seconds. I freaked out when Tom Brady kissed his son on the mouth. Like, I'm not about, like, that's not okay. Especially if, like, the kid's blindfolded and they don't know their kid. Like, I don't know.
I think one of the replies was Tom Brady smiling, actually, to the tweet. I really do. I want to see if I can find it.
Because,
yeah.
like, if it's perfect. Also, okay, let's go to the Tom Brady thing. Tom Brady's kid wanted to leave. And Tom Brady's like, hey, where do you think you're going? Come back here and give me some sugar, basically, is how the video went.
Jeez.
Like, that's how that video was. So, like, basically, Tom Brady... Is Tom Brady the principal or, like, Tom Brady, like, the press person?
Tom Brady's the parent.
Yeah.
He was fine with it.
And here's the thing. He would have made out with his son.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, even if it wasn't their parents, like, that's still, like I said, pedophilia. If, like, it's a 4-hour assembly and there's pedophilia for 10 seconds, I'm like, no. Like, I'm still a negative on that. I don't know. Anyways, let's move to another topic. Does anybody have one? If not, I have a couple I wrote down that we might be able to talk about.
I just want to run over something real quick. So I drove to Gatlinburg last Saturday for the day.
Okay.
And this is a little funny observation. I thought it was like 6:30 in the morning in Knoxville, right?
Yeah.
I'm on I-40 getting ready to get off and to go towards Sevierville. I just turned, and this dude isn't headbanging. He's like I can't do it because nobody can like see it because this is an audio podcast. But like he's just like he had like a coffee or something in one hand, but he was just like bobbing back and forth like this in his car, like but really violently.
I was about to say if it was like slow, it'd be like the reggae bass player head bob, like where you just kind of like slapping the bass. You know what I mean?
No,
Slapping
it was
the
like
bass.
I'm like it's a little early for that. I'm saying like, it's like 6:30, dude. Like
He's
relax.
getting pumped up, getting ready for the day.
I
Well-
guess I'm like it's way too early for that nonsense, man.
I do have a coworker that like he drives down like he drives from Barville to Clay County, which means nothing to most of our listeners. But anyway, that's his commute, and he listens to like screamo music the whole way from Barville to Manchester, and I'm just like, how do you? I can't even do. I can barely do that when I am well caffeinated and awake. I don't know that I could do it before then.
I mean, whenever I had to wake up and do inventories on Saturdays, leave my apartment at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, I was blasting the loudest, most upbeat music I could possibly find.
I'm walking
you
on
said,
sunshine.
But you said upbeat. Like, this is screamo. Like, you're just gonna walk.
Well,
like,
I mean,
I
like,
feel like that's an awful
upbeat
start
as
to your
in,
day.
like, fast-paced. Like,
Okay.
give me some, like, double bass or kick, whatever it's called. I don't know music.
Which I guess if you want music to match your mood, like everybody's pissed off when they're going to work at like 6 a.m. Or like for Lucas, like at
I'm
3
not.
o'clock.
I like my job.
Oh, like that's great. I don't mind my job. It pays me money, so I like that. Okay, Mr. Krabs. But like if yeah, I mean I guess that's every job. But like if they didn't pay me, I wouldn't be like, oh man, gosh, I want to.
Plus, it was Saturday. He might have just been driving for fun, like I was.
But also, I don't know if maybe he's I don't. He could be like Lucas trying to stay awake at like 2:30, like 6 a.m. So
Yeah, but he already had a coffee.
Well, it hadn't kicked in yet. He's trying to like
Clearly, it
he's trying
had.
to, well, I don't know. Maybe I was like maybe he's trying to like get in the caffeinated mood.
Get in the caffeinated mood. Is that a mood?
I definitely have two settings: caffeinated and non-caffeinated. And non-caffeinated's pretty pissy. Like you catch me before I get a shower or like my G Fuel in the morning, I'm not in a good mood.
I don't know. It just seems like I always see weird people in cars in the Pigeon Forge area. I don't understand why it's always there.
Well, Tennessee's a weird place, Chris. Why else would they willingly wear the puke inside of a pumpkin orange that they do wear?
Okay, and so I guess I can throw this out there. I don't know if I've told this, but the one time I was at a gas station in Pigeon Forge like 2 a.m, and I pull in, and there's a dude in the car next to me. It was like he was listening to AC/DC, and it was one of those cars that you will sometimes see where like you got your dude in the driver's seat, but there's like garbage in the rest of the car.
Yeah.
It was that dude. He had no teeth,
Oh gosh.
and it was you shook me all night long, and my guy was just going ham.
I feel like
Like-
AC/DC is acceptable at all hours, though.
But you really needed to see it.
No, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing.
It was.
I definitely would have laughed. Did you audibly laugh, or were you trying to hold
I
it
did.
in?
I didn't.
I feel like I'd been like, if I was pumping gas, I would have like a duck behind my car and like
No.
just die laughing.
No. It was stressful because I thought maybe the guy would like go all meth out and try to like kill me or something. I don't know.
Yeah, if he sees you like, well, you don't have an.
It was like 2. It was like 1, 2 in the morning. Like you see like it's if it was like 3 in the afternoon, that'd be one thing. But it was in the middle of the night, so like there's already something that has him out this late, and you got to think like, okay, there's
It
not
could
a
be
whole lot of
meth.
things. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of
Yeah.
things this could be.
Nothing good happens after midnight.
That's
Yeah.
what my parents always
Yeah,
said.
that's
That's
what
why
I'm
my
saying, it's like-
curfew was 11:30. But like,
Yeah, Pigeon French place.
if meth's
Again.
involved, he's on his way home from picking up meth, or he's on his way to picking up meth.
He's probably. It's hard to say. I mean, if he could have been excited about getting it, or could have already taken it and was just excited about having it in
Yeah, I
his
know
system.
exactly. No, I am that. You definitely also like. I remember you telling me about the chick with the tattoo when you were like in Moorhead for your like the wedding you were in last time.
Oh no! That was the day of graduation. I was walking from my apartment to where my parents had parked after graduation, or it was either I don't know. It doesn't matter when it was, but
No, I'm pretty sure it was like because we
no,
didn't start the
I
podcast
know
yet.
exactly what this. I know exactly what this is. Well, okay, wait, okay. You tell me yours, and then I'll see if it's the one that.
No,
I'm
you
thinking
were
of.
heading to the reception, or not the reception, the rehearsal dinner, and you saw a lady walking on the side of the road with some weird tattoo.
Oh, we were going to the rehearsal dinner, and she had like a giant tattoo all over her chest. Yeah.
I don't know
That
what's
wasn't-
this. What's this one you're talking about?
Oh, I was going to my graduation, I was going to my apartment or from my apartment. I don't remember. That's not that important. The important thing is right outside of my apartment. I walk out, and there's just a lady taking a humongous drag out of a cigarette, and then she immediately takes a drag of her inhaler. I was like, wow.
That's like the people that take a shot of insulin before they like eat like 5 eclairs.
I was thinking of the people smoking with oxygen tanks.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
too.
I was like, wow. That's.
Yeah.
I don't know if she had asthma before.
Man, this cigarette really acts up my asthma. I don't know why.
I take a drag, and every time I just have an asthma attack. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lady at work that smokes, and she coughed like that the other day, and then one of the like a guy across from me was like, Smoking stuff will get you. And she goes, "Ah, it's my asthma." And then he looks at me, and he gives me a look, and I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what to tell him." I was like, "All right, yeah."
Yeah, what's the response to that?
I don't like. He gave me that look like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me." I was like, I'm just mind my own business."
Yeah, I'm not getting involved.
So this
So-
is a little bit of a stretch, but I kind of have a story, kind of
Oh.
like this, but it's not like smoking. It's something else. So
Smoke. Undo the mask.
what?
Smoking.
Whatever.
You
So
ever seen the mask?
I have seen it. It's also that okay. So I listened to my brother and me, and that was on. I'm behind a couple episodes, and that like there was an episode they talked about the Son of the Mask today.
They talk about the Son of a Mask a lot.
They do. They talk about a lot of obscure movies. Well, I mean, Mask isn't like
It's not a
that's
the
not
Son of the
obscure.
Mask. Yeah.
Son of the Mask
Anyway,
is
story.
obscure. Mask isn't. But
Story.
anyways, so like you know how like you're like she was like, oh, my asthma got me or whatever, and like it was actually you probably have lung cancer. I'm just going like just shock comedy tonight, but
Good grief.
so we had like a big meeting yesterday for work, and then we went out to eat after work, or not after work, but after the meeting, and like we went to Shiloh's, which if you're from,
Heck yeah.
yeah, it's a good lunch, solid lunch. So if you're around here, you're aware of what Shiloh's is. It's like it's like a non-chain.
I thought you were gonna say it's like a steakhouse. I'm like, Tyler, it's a steakhouse.
No, it's a steakhouse. It's like a Texas Roadhouse or like a Logan's, like whatever, but like it's not a chain. Or at least it's not a chain, right?
It's not a chain.
Okay, just making sure. And you know, I got Philly cheesesteak sandwich, which it was great. But there shut up. There were a couple people that got burgers. One of the people that got a burger got it medium, so there was a
Wait.
little bit of pink in the middle of a burger.
Nope. No.
And he didn't come to work today because he was sick.
Oh, wow, shocker.
Well, that like we carpool to work today. He's in our carpool. He didn't show up today because he was sick. And my boss was like, man, he shouldn't have ate that burger medium. And another person in my carpool named Greg. We all know Greg. We all love Greg. Greg's been on the show a couple times. Greg also had his burger medium, but was not sick. So we're like that. I don't.
Greg's tougher.
Well, he is tougher than Robbie, who was sick. Robbie is a little bit of a wuss. And if he listens to this podcast, he can square up at work. I don't care. But like, Greg's like, no, this doesn't prove anything because I also had my burger, burger medium, and we're like, well, Robbie's just a wuss. And our boss is like, no, you can't get it was this whole thing of if you get your burger medium, you're gonna get sick, and that is not true. If you get your burger medium, you know that because I've had a burger medium like multiple times, and like that doesn't just say automatically you're gonna get sick.
Higher chance.
I will say eating a hamburger medium gives you a higher chance of getting sick from it than eating something like a steak, simply
They're
because,
cooked differently.
well, that and the surface area in the burger and how it's ground.
Yeah, so like if all the bacteria is on the outside of the steak, and when you cook the outside, it automatically kills all the bacteria because nothing gets inside of it. The burger where it's ground, it has the outside on the inside as well. Like so, like when it gets
Yeah.
mushed up, like the bacteria that was on the outside of the steak is now on the inside of the burger.
Yeah, so there is more that could go wrong with it, but you're definitely not immediately getting sick because you're eating a medium burger.
Yeah.
Like that's not it.
Well, here I want to say this is that if you get frozen burger patties, do not eat
Cook
them medium.
them.
Yeah, cook
Yeah,
them all
cook
the way.
them. Even if you buy your meat from like Kroger, like
If
pre-ground
you don't,
meat,
if
all
you,
that
yeah,
stuff.
anything that's pre-ground, cook it all the way through.
Yes.
Now at Shiloh's, also similar to Texas Roadhouse, they grind their own meat. Therefore, it's probably a clean steak, and you don't have to worry about the bacteria on the outside of the steak. So when it grinds up, I don't think that would there's way more slim of a chance that he got food poisoning from getting a medium burger.
Yeah.
This is also like, here's the thing. Like my boss kept on like arguing it the whole time. I was like, all right, Dave. If we're in a court of law, and like jury is gonna decide, and I have to convince them otherwise, and you're on the stand, all I have to do is look at you, look at the jury, look back at you, and say, what do you believe about the moon landing? And then automatically he's gonna say, I don't believe we went to the moon, and the jury's on my side.
No, Stanley Kubrick directed it. Don't you know this?
Do not give me that bullcrap, Lucas.
He admitted it during The Shining.
Now, have you heard Joe Rogan's take on it?
No. I'm a little scared.
No,
but,
it's not crazy, and it's actually like I could
Stop.
no
Stop.
no it's he believes we went to the moon. He fully believes we went to the moon, but he thinks that that they filmed it here on Earth, like just like the film is not real, because he's like, just look back then at the cameras. They can't fit that on a rocket. They just can't fit all the film stuff they would need in the rocket and get it like back and forth. He's also like, the radiation would affect the film and everything, and that's what he believes. I'm like, well, at least you know we went. Like, that's my first thing. You know we went to the moon. If you're listening to this podcast and you believe we haven't gone to the moon, I'm sorry, but I disagree with your opinion. I think my two friends that are also on the show will also disagree with your opinion. And if you believe that we have not gone to the moon, write a strongly worded email to our email, btstatic.pod@gmail.com. We'll read it on the air and tell you why you're wrong.
Of you so hard.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. We will tear your argument apart. But
Unless it's solid and you may convince us.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris is pretty firm in his belief that we've been to the moon. Now, if you're a flat earther, you need to tell us ahead of time in the email, and we're going to discredit you automatically. Like, you're just out. We're just going to throw your email out. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. If you're a flat earther, get with the program. The Earth is round.
Yeah. Did you all see the picture that, I don't know if this will go anywhere, but did you see the picture that NASA released of the black hole?
No, but I've seen it. Like, I know that
It's
that's
like
a thing.
Sauron.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, you can't really see a whole lot. It literally just looks exactly like I would have imagined a black hole looking like. But it's cool to like know that you're looking at a picture of a black hole.
What I picture a black hole looks like is what it looks like when I go to a cave and close my eyes, just complete darkness. That's what I imagine a black hole is like, just blackness everywhere. What you think I was gonna say?
I don't know what you're gonna say. It just sounded really weird.
Yeah, like it wasn't like. I mean, I get what you're saying because it's just that black. Like you literally can't see anything.
Also,
But,
hold on. Can I? I want to pitch a title for this episode. It's just that black.
No, I veto that. I veto that. Like, straight up veto. No.
I don't understand the problem. We're talking about black holes.
yeah.
It's
What?
Chris is just nope. Okay.
Have you all seen the material that is the
Vanta, it's like Vanta Black or Fanta.
Yeah, Fanta Black.
Like
Yeah.
if you shine a flashlight on it, it's like it looks not real. It looks like you edited a photo when you take they spray painted a basketball Fanta Black and then one matte black. The one that's Fanta Black looks like you took like Photoshop and made black on like colored over the basketball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like not even that. It looks like they like you take the original picture and then you just like cut it out and like remove it, and it's just like the black background kind
It's just
of
the
thing.
abyss.
Like
It's an
yeah,
abyss.
it's weird to look at.
Chris, have you seen Vanta Black?
Occasionally.
What do you mean by occasionally?
I've seen it a few times.
Okay, I was about to say the way you said them. Like, do you just have like a spray paint can of that, and you paint some things that occasionally when you get bored?
Oh my gosh, I should spray paint a car like that and drive it down the road.
It'd
At
be
night.
terrible for nighttime.
Oh my
Yeah, it's like
gosh!
Dude, I can scare people like so bad. Why is there just random headlights? I can't see it. Where's the dude? Pranks.
I feel like I don't know if that's like they don't
Dude, I
have
could
any
scare
street
somebody.
legality to that. Like I don't. There's no laws saying you can't do it.
Exactly.
Huh? You could. I don't know how much is a spray paint like a spray can full of Vanta Black.
Probably since it's like only be used by scientists right now.
Also, in the summer,
lot.
your car would be so hot, cause it's gonna absorb every like ray, like UV rays, like anywhere near it.
That's how I only drive it at night.
You keep it in the garage, otherwise.
You can get a black 2.0 bottle of paint. It says it's the world's blackest black for $15.99.
Black 2.0 is that what you're looking at?
Yeah,
But I want Vanta Black.
I mean that's the first thing that popped up whenever I searched Vanta black paint.
I just want to. I want.
Can
to-
you touch it?
Yeah,
There
you can
is
touch it.
3.0.
Google was like, "Can you touch Vanta Black?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can. It's a freaking color, you nerd."
Well, technically, black isn't a color. Well,
I'm gonna
no, black
stab
is a
you.
color. No, hold on.
No, black is the absence of color.
No, because
Black
It's
is the absence of
a
color.
you see what color.
No, technically it's all colors because it
Yeah.
absorbs all.
Yeah, white
I thought that was
technically isn't a
brown.
color because it reflects all colors.
No, it's no color. Yeah, you're right. If it's black, it reflects all the colors, so it can be a color.
No,
It's a-
white reflects all the colors.
Oh, that's the absence of color.
Yeah, black is all the colors.
What about all the stars?
Well, that'd be white.
No, I was thinking that was a joke. That was a meme because there's a song called that.
Well, I'm not caught up.
Okay. While artists consider black a color, scientists do not, because black is the absence of all color.
Ah,
There you
yes,
go.
my good uncle, my godfather, serious absence of color.
Yep.
I get it.
Wow.
What?
No.
I didn't
Okay,
explain the joke. I didn't
have
explain. I
another
was trying.
question.
What?
Okay, I have another question about Gatlinburg.
Okay.
Why is everybody down there smoke?
I don't. It's like. I
They
don't,
need a reason to use their inhaler.
See, I think maybe it's because that's like the go-to redneck place for vacations.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the closest place that rednecks can go to for vacation around here.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe that's why. But I don't know. Like, it was like everyone was smoking. I was like, I sure hope there's no pregnant ladies walking around.
I don't think it's a proximity thing. I think it has everything that a redneck person would want.
I thought it was a proximity thing.
No, I think it's. Well, I mean, like, a redneck person could go anywhere for vacation, but why
But-
don't they? You know what I
Well,
mean?
okay. Well, oh God, I'm gonna get all
Just because
socioeconomic.
you're redneck doesn't mean you don't
I'm
have the
gonna
money to
f-
travel,
I'm
Chris.
gonna offend somebody. That crowd that usually smokes like that and goes to Gatlinburg are all because it's affordable. It's only a 3-hour drive. You can walk around and goof off for all day. You don't really have to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's why it has everything they want. It's not the.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the price thing.
But
I
also,
think it's,
it's got those. It's got like Trump 2020 stores.
yeah. So like every redneck's gonna go there because they got their whole wardrobe is the
Like
Trump 2020 store.
legit. I walked by a store that had like Trump 2020 stuff, and right next to like a big flag that said Trump 2020, there's a bikini that had the Confederate flag print, Confederate flag print on it. It was like,
Like I feel
Wow.
like that's not the only place you can buy that because it's Gatlinburg. I feel
no, I was like, there's like 3 or 4 of them stores.
I feel like you could get that at Dog Patch in London.
A Confederate bikini.
I think you could.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Dogpatch it has very much redneck stuff. It also has antique stuff, but like it has like that kind of stuff as well.
Also, there's a Margaritaville both in Pigeon Forge and Gallenberg. That seems like a bit much to me.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me how many Margaritavilles are there. I don't really
Let's
want
just
one
get
in
too close
London.
to each other.
I mean,
It's a it's a chain for like that's supposed to be like spread out, not like two in. I mean,
I understand that
Maybe
it's not,
it was really popular.
I understand it's not supposed to be as like close to like as like Dollar General stuff, but also that's a big tourist spot. I don't know. Like there's a Bubba Gumps there too. Like why do you got two?
There's a Joe's Crab Shack in Gallenberg. I walked by it.
There's a Joe's Crab Shack. There's a Bubba Gumps and there's Margaritaville. Why do you need that many seafood places in a place that doesn't have seafood?
I mean, technically, they do have seafood because
Yeah,
No,
you
like-
just named 3 restaurants.
What I mean is like they're not close to water that they
Yeah.
should have seafood.
you mean you can't get seafood out of the French Broad River?
I mean not seafood. You get
That
river
went
food.
over well. That went over great. Like a turd in a punch bowl.
That's what your parents were gonna name you.
Wow. Wow. What was that?
I don't know. I was just being hostile for no reason.
Wow.
Okay, so since we've been saying redneck a lot, it made me think of Turtle Man, which made me think.
Did he die?
I don't know. I think he's still alive.
I think his sidekick died.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But Turtle Man also made me think of nuisance animals. Well, NASA has problem with gators getting into NASA like grounds, and NASA grounds in Florida are completely surrounded by fences. So what made me think of the like, how do the gators get inside? Can gators climb?
Yes, I saw a beam on Instagram where one was climbing a fence.
I don't like that. I just feel like
You don't live near them.
they're more intimidating now because they have a three-dimensional movement.
They are three-dimensional. They can move in 3 dimensions. That's how being a real object that moves
No,
works.
but I thought a gator could only stay on the ground.
They have a 2-axis movement.
Yeah, I thought they only had a 2-axis. Now they have 3-axis. They
There you
have
go.
forward, side, up and down.
There you go.
Like I underestimated gators. Luckily, I've not faced any gators in combat. So like I've not been like met my demise because I've underestimated them.
It makes me wonder, like, okay, I'm going to talk about geocaching only for a second. They have like challenges to geocache in like every county in Florida. That seems like a very dangerous state to try that in.
Yeah, you got way more of an extreme sport when it's in like the swamps of Mississippi and Louisiana and Florida. Like if you go geocaching in those counties, like I feel like that's an extreme sport now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Also, let's say you go to Alaska, you gotta go Kodiak, region. That's extreme sport.
dude, I'm just gonna find one. If I am lucky enough to attempt to cache in every district in every borough in Alaska, I'm just gonna go to the biggest town and hope to God there's one there.
Sometimes we're not always that lucky.
Yeah, I get there and the only one's like been disabled or something.
Or like it's like, all right, the only one that we know of is in this
Tom
cave.
McKinley.
There's the only one we know of is in this cave. There's also a bear that lives in there.
The past 3 people that went in never came back.
Or hey, there's this geocache, but it's tied to this moose's tail. Go get it.
I don't think that's legal.
I don't know. Maybe the moose only stays in its one area, so then it would be legal.
No, I mean to against the rules to tie it to a living creature.
Yeah. It's then they unleash it in this arena and you have to stand in a spray painted circle.
Okay, that
And
is
if you
the
grab it off of the moose's
you
tail,
want
you
to talk
win
about redneck
$100.
stuff. You saw that thing in Owensboro, right? Where they
Yeah.
What?
Here,
that's
at a
what I was
rodeo, they had
like.
amateur people just literally standing and getting hit by a bull for $100. The last one standing would win.
No, that's not what it was. They
What?
taped a $100 bill to the bull's
Oh,
butt, and they
Oh,
had
okay.
to grab it off of the bull to win.
Here's the thing: I can't
And-
outrun a bull.
No, you couldn't move. You had to stand in a circle. Like
Oh my God.
each person had like a 3-foot circle, maybe a 3-foot circle, maybe for like 2. I mean, just enough to stand in. And whenever the bull came by you, you had to like reach and try to get the $100 bill. And as soon as they opened up the gate, it just, I mean, flung a dude like way up in the air, and they had to like drag him out.
You want to
I
know
was
what
like,
his
that-
last words were?
No, he's alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, hold my beer.
He broke.
Yeah.
He broke a bunch of. I think he broke a couple ribs or something.
I would believe it. He got
Well, I feel
hit.
like I assume they signed a waiver, but also I'm not doing that just for $100.
That's what I'm saying.
Incredibly
That's not enough
stupid.
money.
There's
Like,
no amount of money that I would do that for.
you put like
No.
you put 20 grand on that
Nope.
bull's tail. I'm standing in that circle.
Heck no.
I've been kicked by a bull before though. Like it
This
hurts.
dude wasn't kicked by a bull.
He got freaking trampled and lifted out of the. He had an out of body experience.
He was at least 10 feet in the air.
He was pretty like the bull was inside his body. The bull hit him.
Oh my gosh.
He left his body. The bull spirit was in that dude's body for a second, and then the body followed the spirit of the dude.
It had like an Avatar mind meld moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They touched their ponytails
Don't.
together.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. I was really scared what you were getting ready to say.
They touched tips.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about me saying stuff like that. You have to worry about Lucas.
Why is it all? I'm like the dad on this podcast. I'm trying to keep everybody in check now.
Well, if you were new, Chris, you wouldn't be keeping people in check because it just wouldn't matter. Lucas, quit with your hand gestures.
No?
I've said that like 4 times this episode.
Don't worry, I didn't touch tips. It just came very close.
Dear God.
All right, there's so many good titles in this episode so far. And I'm going to need your
That
all's
is
help.
not one of.
I'm going to need your all's help to make sure I pick one that's not offensive.
I got a good one. It'll be after the podcast, though.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not
'Cause
like
it
the,
can't
it's
be
not like
used.
the
Wait, did you show it to him?
no,
No.
but like also I don't get it because at this point the people are gonna know the title before they listened at this point. So why does that
Oh,
matter?
no.
I accidentally turned my Xbox off.
Well, Chris, now you can actually engage in the
I
conversation.
was engaging. Shut up. I'm stuck.
Also, I had another topic, and this one I don't know how long we can talk about it, but so
3 seconds.
it's probably not long. But I was at KFC Sunday. I got like some barbecue chicken fingers. I switched it up from my normal Walmart parking lot, but now they have
dude.
chicken and waffles on the menu. Today, I went to Dairy Queen and got barbecue chicken fingers again. No, I tried to get them and they were out, so I got regular chicken fingers. But they also had chicken and waffles on the menu. Is this just chicken and waffle season? Is that like a season? Is it a seasonal dish?
No,
Or-
they're trying to co-op soul food culture.
But
It's stupid.
man,
Somebody got chicken and waffles last night at Dairy Queen. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I've never had chicken and waffles, but if I'm gonna do it,
I've had it at Cheddar's before.
is it good?
Yeah, it's sweet and
Yeah.
salty, bro.
Chicken and waffles are awesome.
I feel like I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna be satisfied if I get them from KFC or Dairy
Well,
Queen.
yeah, of course not.
No.
Heck, you could, I'm sure you could find better places to get it than Cheddar's too.
Well, we were talking about this in the office the other day, and supposedly the best rated place to get chicken and waffles is in Harlem, New York.
Okay, I thought you said Harlem. Like, bull crap.
Harlan, Kentucky. I feel like that's also a good. You could get some good chicken and waffles in Harlan, Kentucky.
That's there's unless is there KFC in Harlan?
There, I don't
I'm
know.
sure there is. I would think so.
I was there Monday, but I didn't go to KFC. I went to this place called The Portal. It's a pizza place.
Is that in Lynch?
No, it's in downtown Harlan.
Benham? I was thinking the Portal, so I thought maybe it was like a mine thing.
Wait, what? Oh, it is mine themed, but it's like based off of the Pizza Portal in Justified, the TV show.
Oh, cool.
Also, they had chicken and waffle pizza.
Oh, that's
No, they just. I was wanted to see
I was
y'all's
about to say,
reaction.
that's disgusting.
That's also what I do when I find weird tasty, like weird flavored Pop Tarts, like the memes on Instagram. I send them to Chris because I want to see his reaction.
Lay's had chicken and waffle chips for a while.
Yeah, I know they're kettle cooked. I feel like I never tried them. I did try. I think it was like Cuban sriracha beef or something, and that was pretty good. But the smell, your breath after you ate them, smelled like absolute butthole. Like it smelled like just butt sweat. Is that smelled like absolute butthole? Is that the title for this one? Is that what we're going to go with?
No, I don't think it is.
Nope.
Chris is very concerned about what I just said.
Yeah, I am actually.
Why are you upset about that?
Because I am.
Why?
Because you're being weird.
Yeah, but you could tell me a better reason. Why? Are you afraid I was going to say something else?
No, you're
About
just
groceries?
Jesus. Lord save me.
Chris
can't deal with
Chris
this
doesn't
nonsense.
like grocery shopping.
You're the bane of my existence.
Lucas, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure you get the innuendo. But so chicken and waffle season. Yep, I didn't know how long we would talk about that. Oh, so today I found out that the kid from Spy Kids is married to Megan Trainor.
What the heck?
Who?
Junie.
The little brother from Spy Kids is married to Megan
no.
Trainor.
You're gonna have to help me out on the second one.
All about that bass.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
I guess he is
I was
too.
drawing a blank.
I thought you were struggling with like the most obscure one, but you're struggling with the one that is most popular of the two.
I was gonna Google the Spy Kids one. Is he like the little short one with the red curly hair?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember him. He microwaved like a hamburger.
Well,
Okay,
no, it's like
they put
the
a little. It's basically like K-cups for a quarter pounder.
Yeah. It was
We're
awesome.
close. We're getting close to that in real life. We got K-cups, so we just got to get them to where they. We've got K-cups that do soup, so I mean we're like really close, man.
Yeah. Wait, K-cups that do soup?
Yeah. They got K-cups for like
Awesome.
chicken noodle soup. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, way.
How are we that advanced in technology?
I
Please
mean,
tell
like-
me you're not that
I
excited.
mean, what do you think? Like ramen, you can just like
It's not K-cup yet, though.
it's you literally just have to open it up and stick it under the Keurig and push water, and you get hot water, and then you mix it up and eat it.
Oh my gosh. Dude, the kid that played Junie from Spy Kids is 2 years older than me.
Great.
He was born June 14th, 1992. Also very close to my
Congratulations.
birthday.
I had no idea that Robert Rodriguez wrote and directed Spy Kids.
I feel like that's a low point in his career.
Or a high point.
What else did Robert Rodriguez do, though?
He does like the Planet Terror, and I think he worked on like Machete and stuff like that.
I'm just telling
the
you
first
that the
Machete
sister.
is a high point in his career, I think.
First Machete is not good.
It's better than Spy Kids and
Shut
the
up.
rest of the
Nothing's
Machete.
better than Spy Kids. Shut up. Spy Kids is a classic.
you
I'll
just
fight.
like the sister in that movie.
now
Yeah.
now because she's an adult now.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Please make me.
Here's the thing: if you liked her when you were a kid and watched that movie, she was older than you.
She is older than I am.
Yeah. So like I feel like it's okay. She's also in Machete, or one of the Machete movies.
Lady Gaga was in in a movie with Machete in it.
Like the guy that played Machete, or like it's
Yeah,
actually
no,
Machete?
he was Machete in the same movie.
Oh, okay. So did you know that they're making a live action Dora the Explorer movie?
Yeah.
No,
It looks like
stop.
garbage.
Okay, it does, but guess who they cast as the voice of Boots?
Is it Danny Trejo?
It is Danny Trejo,
No.
known as Machete himself.
I feel like this is meme. Like you can make a meme out of this.
It's like when they were
okay.
trying to get Danny DeVito to be Pikachu.
Yeah.
They made the right decision with Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
Although it would have been funny to have. It would have. You tell me it wouldn't have been funny to have Danny DeVito as Pikachu.
I don't know. I
It
feel like
would-
that's
it would've
not.
been
That's like
funny.
Turkish SpongeBob. I think that would induce nightmares.
I don't. Yeah, he has no idea what Turkish SpongeBob is.
I have no idea.
It's a thing on Instagram. I don't know. I think Boots isn't supposed to sound that tough unless like his Boots picked up smoking and is like over 40 now.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard. They haven't like released anything with the actual voice. I mean, he may be able to do some like kid
Doubtful.
friendly voice or something like that.
Like
I mean, he was. You know that Machete and Spy Kids take place in the same universe.
Nuh-uh, there's no
So-
way.
Look the movie up. He's Uncle Machete. He's Uncle Machete in the movie.
In Spy Kids.
Yes.
But
That's
also,
awesome.
when the older sister's in the Machete movie in the future, is she still the sister from Spy Kids, or is she somebody else?
That that I can't tell you. I don't know that.
If you know about the Machete universe and you're listening to this episode,
Yes, I'm sure they do.
I need you to email us because I need to know more. I need you to write a dissertation on the Machete universe and email it to btstatic.pod@gmail.com.
She's also in Hallmark movies too now.
Is
so
she
that's-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you know
Wasn't
that
she
movie?
in
Yes, she was.
33 Blast.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
I was like, "Daggum, walking hallowed, that ground blessed by her feet."
Also, on the same topic of Avatar that we talked about earlier, the old dude, the old general, is in that movie. He's
Stephen
the
Lang,
coach.
he's the coach. I know.
Yeah. Also in Don't Breathe, which is fantastic.
Okay. I read a synopsis of that movie. I'm like, that movie went off the rails.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's really really good.
I thought it was just gonna be like a normal horror movie that was just getting good reviews, and I read the synopsis. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not watching that. That's too weird for me."
Yeah, 23
Uh,
Blast was amazing.
What the heck?
I thought it was gonna be a horror movie too, but it turned out to be a good, have a good. Have a good message.
Because you're a big baby, you can't take it.
No, I could take Don't Breathe because it's not demons. I don't do demons, Chris. I can do.
It's worse. It's worse.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
It is pretty creepy. I mean, it's pretty terrifying.
Does he eat
It's a
them or
little
something?
gross too.
It's a lot of gross. Shut up. It's a little gross. It's extremely gross.
I'll let you borrow it sometime, Kirby.
Okay, I'll probably not watch it, but that's fine. I'll tell you I'll watch it and just read the synopsis of it. Take notes. But yeah.
So Danny Trejo is 74 years old.
I thought he was older than that, to be honest.
But like
Older than 74?
Yeah. I thought he was like 78 or 80.
also Junie did like some episodes of like he was in some episodes of House and Weeds, which is a show about like a lady selling pot in the suburbia. And what else was he in?
IMDb Pro over here.
Well, no, this is Wikipedia. He was also in Dr. Vegas, but I don't know what that is.
Why did you say it?
I don't know. It was highlighted in the Wikipedia article. He was in Polar Express? What?
It's an animated movie. You're not gonna know.
He played a Jewish young boy trying to have a nice bar mitzvah or keeping up with the Steins. Oh, that's who
Okay,
was-
I was like, that's his Polar Express
No,
credit.
that's, I,
was like,
I
what do you-
thought the way they wrote the sentence, it made me like when I skimmed it, it made me think that.
Okay,
No.
I was going to say, like, what the heck kind of credit? I
Oh,
don't
he
remember that
voiced-
happening at
He
all.
voiced the main character in Polar Express.
That's a pretty good get.
Yeah, I mean, I did good. Although,
Not for
didn't
you didn't do good. What are you talking about? You're not an actor.
I never said I did good. I said that's
I think
pretty
you said
good.
I did good.
No,
I was like, shut up.
I said he did good. Isn't Tom Hanks like multiple? Like, how many voices is Tom Hanks in that movie?
Santa and the dad and
He's the ghost guy that rides on top of the railroad or on top of the train. He's
Isn't he the conductor?
not the conductor. I think he's the ticket
ticket
master.
guy.
Oh yeah.
So like, get good, Junie from Spy Kids. Tom Hanks had like 7 roles on that movie.
Also, he's Tom Hanks.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been watching some of the movie or the Disney movie live action stuff, like Christopher Robin and Mr. Banks or whatever. And
Mr. Banks.
yeah, it's the one. It's about the making of Mary Poppins.
I was like, what?
All those movies are freaking sad. And this is a PSA. They're great movies, but you will cry.
I cried at most movies and videos now anyway, so it's all good.
I don't like. So, I definitely teared up at Mr. Banks, and Christopher Robin. I might have shed some tears.
Dude, I can't.
The other movie here recently that I teared up on and possibly might have cried, is what's crap, Lady Gaga and
A
Bradley
Star is
Cooper.
Born.
Yeah,
How
Star is
dare
Born.
you forget the
No,
name of
I'm
that.
sorry. I had a brain fart. It
Wrong with
happens.
you.
I didn't mean to. Stop yelling at me.
God almighty.
Okay, so we're at an hour now, so we're probably gonna call this one. Also next week's episode is Jordan Allen's gonna be back. So he has a big announcement for our next episode. So be sure to tune back in, listen to the episode. We're gonna have a great time, anyways, because Jordan's gonna be here, and we love to have Jordan because we always laugh when Jordan's here. Because he's just an awesome guy, right, guys?
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's
Awesome.
hilarious. He's a really good storyteller, and if you've not witnessed one of his episodes, he's really good. He and Greg are tied for being on the most amount of episodes, which is besides us, but Greg's on 2 for guest, and then Jordan's on 2 for guest, and Jordan's about to beat Greg. So, yeah. Also, he has a big announcement, which is cooler than when Greg's on.
You just said that.
Yeah. Well, it's a big announcement, Chris. I'm trying to pump it
I mean,
up.
but you said it again. Like they heard it the
No.
first time. Just seemed
Jordan
weird to
has
say
a
it
big announcement next week.
Chris, quit taking it from Jordan. Jordan's got a big announcement, and it's his
How dare
episode next
you
week.
insinuate that I want to try to steal his thunder? I would never steal his thunder. His thunder is unshareable, unshakable. He's just a beast of a man, a complete role model for everybody.
And he's got a big announcement.
Yeah. With
Got it.
unstealable thunder.
Yeah. Also, sometime in the future, we're gonna have Ryan Rodman back on because I finally got I got his Kickstarter comic book that it was on Keeping Up with the Rodmans. That was a past episode. He will be on the podcast again sometime soon. So be on the lookout for that too. Trying to think if there's any more announcements. Jordan has a big one next week, so be sure to be back.
Oh my!
Also, check us out on Twitter at BT Static. Slide into Chris's DMs. His Twitter handle's on our Twitter page. You can go to ChrisCon 2019.
Yeah, Panera Bread.
If you find weird articles that you want us to talk about on the show, send them to the email. It's been mentioned twice, but here's for a third time: btstatic.pod@gmail.com. We like to have fun. We like to talk about weird stuff. So that if you find something that's up our alley, please steer clear of incest stuff, and also pedophilia. Well, we talked about that
Oh
today,
my God,
Chris. Quit
stop.
freaking out.
Stop. Please, you're digging yourself a hole. Please stop.
I'm just saying, if you find cool, weird stuff that's not weird, like doesn't make us uncomfortable talking about, definitely send us that. But we will catch you guys next time. Be sure to listen to the end of the show. There's a promo for one of our podcasts on the Podcast Network. I don't know which one it is this week, but it's there. You should listen to it because it's a great podcast. Whatever
That's
it is.
really embarrassing.
I choose them when I edit the podcast. I don't know ahead of time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not like I'm like, oh, I don't know the podcast name. No, I know everyone in our network. I don't know which one's going to get picked this week because there's a cycle of them, and I just don't know what number of the cycle I'm on. But anyways, All those shows are great. I recommend them if you're into indie gaming. If you're into movies or just nerd culture in general, those shows are right up your alley. But this is Better Than Static, and we thank you so much for listening. Hopefully this has been a good episode. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah. And make sure that you all tune in to next week's episode because Jordan has a big announcement.
Hopefully this episode's been better than Static. Bye.
If I find my way home, yeah.
My name is Katie Cakes, and I am the host of Cake Bites, a podcast adventure through gaming history. I am just inviting you to come along with me on that journey while I interview people who have worked in and around the industry for the last 30 plus years to learn about their experiences and their perspectives, to learn more about an industry that is continuously evolving. I hope you guys will join me every 2 weeks when I release a new episode of the show on all major podcasting platforms. You can learn more about the show at cakebites.com.